The opening day of the 2024 Cheltenham Festival, Grade 1 action aplenty, and we kick off with the Supreme Novices Hurdle. Ballyburn now runs on the Wednesday in the Gallagher, and that might leave the path open for stable companion Mystical Power. He's a son of Annie Power, one of the most famous horses associated with the Cheltenham Festival. She, of course, had a fall in the 2015 Mares Hurdle, gained redemption in the 2016 Champion Hurdle, and her offspring did the job nicely in the Moscow Fire last time out, and I think he can come out on top. There's some fascinating rivals in there, including his stable companion Tully Hill. Gordon Elliott runs Firefox, and Jericho de Repene is interesting for Nicky Henderson if you don't have those doubts about the yard form. But for me, Mystical Power got the form, and I hopefully think can deliver the goods. In the Arkle, we'll go for a two-pronged attack here. We'll start off with Quilixios. I think he's open to a bit more improvement. A good win at Naas last time out, and there should be more to come. And I really like my mate Mozzie. I think he's going to go close for Gavin Cromwell. Second to Founder 50 at Christmas. I think there's more progress to come. He can be a tricky ride, but Keith Donoghue looks to hold the key to him. And I think at double-figure odds, I think he's got place claims at least. Next up would be the Ultima. I think you need two fancies in this again. The first one will be Chianti Classico. If he wins, I might be opening a bottle of Chianti. Kim Bailey, another trainer who's arguably not in the best of form, but he can get his horses primed for this contest. He's got some good form here in Britain, including when second to Phlegmatic last time out, and he's got a bit of class. I think he can improve further. And for me, Gavin Cromwell also has an interesting contender here in Stumptown. He's already a winner at Cheltenham this year. The blinkers seem to do the business nicely for him when last seen on New Year's Day at HQ. And hopefully he's open to a bit more progress despite being high enough in the weights. Next up's the championship race of the day. That's the Champion Hurdle. And it's all about State Man. He's won 8 Grade 1s already, and he can etch his name into sporting folklore with a first win in the Champion Hurdle. He's got no Constitution Hill to worry about with him, of course, sadly missing the race. His main rival probably is going to be Irish Point, but State Man's form is superior to his. I think he'll be very, very tough to beat. Did it nicely in the Irish Champion Hurdle last time out. He's so consistent, and he deserves to win the championship contest. Lossiemouth will hopefully be a mare that we'll see in that race in 12 months' time, but for the time being, she's going to run in the Mares Hurdle, and she was dazzling on her return in the International at Cheltenham. She steps up to 2.5 miles here for the first time. It's a new trip. It will eke out stamina concerns for some, but I think she's just got too much class for her rivals. She slammed Love Envoi in that International. She was only beaten by Honeysuckle in last year's renewal, and for me, there's plenty more progress to come from Lossiemouth, who can see off her stable companion, Ashrow Diamond, who's speedy and probably the main danger. Next up is the Boodles. This is always a really competitive 4-year-old contest. I'll go with Undawi here. Winner at Naas last time out. Could be open to a bit more improvement. Did it very easily on that occasion. Going to have to shoulder top weight, but I think there's a bit more progress to come. And the final race is that National Hunt Chase, run in memory of Maureen Mullins. Willie Mullins and Patrick Mullins will team up here with Embassy Gardens, and I think he might just have a bit too much speed for Corbett's Cross. It's a race where you clearly need to stay. I definitely think Embassy Gardens has got that in his locker. My concern with Corbett's Cross is just clearly his jumping. It wasn't his mistake at Fairyhouse last time out, got jumped into by another horse, but he was slow at Christmas, and he can't be that slow again. He undoubtedly has the talent in the book, but I think I'd just take my chances with Embassy Gardens. So that's your day one preview for the 2024 Cheltenham Festival. Remember, you can watch all the action across the Sky Racing Network.